Okay. Welcome back to Rimworld with Odyssey. And we are living the Odyssey dream here. I've played quite a lot of this since the last video. I ended that one on a kind of a downer note, but I persevered, and through some shenanigans of involving guests and visitors and whatever, all that, traders. I was able to get some grav cores, expand my ship, expand my arsenal, start researching stuff, getting a few more colonists, and I'm like 8 years into the game. Things are pretty well situated. And it's been a lot of fun, I gotta say. The experience, it's not how I want to play every time I play Rimworld or anything like that, but once in a while, I think this is a really unique, interesting way to play, because it kind of flips a lot of things on its head. It's really just a very unique way of playing Rimworld compared to all the other times I've played. Resources are not really that much of a concern. You essentially have unlimited steel, unlimited components, unlimited meat, wood, all that sort of stuff. Um, and you can move at the drop of a hat usually. So any sort of event that comes up, any sort of raid that comes up, anything that occurs that you just don't want to deal with, you're just like, fuck it, we out, and you're gone. But at the same time, the downside is that you're perpetually limited on space. That, I mean, it's very, it's like playing this sort of home design like mini game of trying. You just have like this very small little minimal home that you have to cram as much as you can and utilize as much space as you can, while still being like, the thing is, for me personally, and I looked online, and some people obviously play their way. I've never been like a Rimworld min max or anything like that. So you see people like, I have this mod that has blueprints, right? And so we can see other people's blueprints. So like here, look at this basic anti-gravity ship. Okay. This is extreme min-max compactness, right? This is pushing Rimworld to its design limits as far as space is concerned for having just your grav engine. This is terrible to me because, I mean, for multiple reasons. One, your ship is a square, and I really just dislike that. I know I said before that if I was to design a ship, it would be a square, but thankfully I haven't had to design a ship. But the square design is just like, that's not a fucking ship, man. That is just a moving box, and it's just like it's just wrong to me. But then, like, and I'm slowly coming to terms with this aspect. But when I am designing my interiors of these ships, I think like every spot has to be accessible, right? Like they have to have like they have to have ground space to get to everything. Like if you want to get to a shelf, you have to be able to move through open areas to get to the shelf to put stuff into it. That is not the case in Rimworld, and I'm sure many people have realized this years and years before. It's still very weird to me and strange, but as you can see in this, like, he's got shelves just crammed into just every corner, and it's like there's nothing accessible about that. But the colonists can get to all these shelves. They don't need open space to get to them. So yeah, this is extremely efficient, and like his thrusters are basically inside his ship. They're not on the outside. There's no wall between the thrusters and his living area. There's just shelves. So I also don't care for that, because I feel like thrusters should be, I don't know, outside the ship. Sort of. Some sort of nice barrier between where you live and where your thrusters are. But again, that's not a requirement. And then he's got his little tiny freezer area that with a little butcher spot, and that's got a door, and the hoppers are right there to go into the nutrient paste. He even has the high-tech research bench in there, and a generator, which is probably going to heat up the area nicely, I would imagine. Yeah, so there's a bunch of these that are sort of pre-designed and include all the stuff. My only issue with these is that these are designed for the base game, or the base Odyssey. They're not designed with Grab Ship Expanded in mind. And there are some key differences. So instead, I've been doing just these frameless, and I've just been looking at these. And there's all sorts of designs. There's a lot of different designs. And they come in different sizes. So like the smallest one of this is 367 tiles, but it can go all the way up to 4,200, which I don't even know if you can get in game. I don't think you can have a ship that big. So anyways, I've gone through a few ship designs to get to this point, sort of getting bigger and bigger. And it's a very, again, kind of a fun concept where you go out and you do these, you clear out these bases, and you actually go to different locations and clear out bases and stuff. And they're all kind of different objectives. Like there was one where I had to go down into an insect hive, and there's another where I had to go up into space to clear out like this mech base, and like different stuff like that. There's the one we did where you had to hack the nodes. So they're all kind of different and unique, and then you get a grav core and a bunch of grav-like panels as your reward, and then you get to upgrade your ship with that. You get to make it bigger and redo it and expand it. It's a fun little loop. So this is my current design. It's more ship. It's more of a ship design than that box is. So it's maybe not perfectly aerodynamic or anything like that in design, but it's functional. And when you're using these designs, you deal with a lot of these like weird angles and little cutouts and stuff. And so yeah, it's kind of fun trying to just fit in as much as you can in different places and try not to waste too much space. With this one, I probably wasted maybe a tad too much space with like the main living area in the center. But it's been pretty good. I have most of what I want in this ship. The only thing that I would say is really tricky then is like some of the modded or bigger production benches. You can get this GravTech Research compact workspaces, and that adds these really cute little like machining table, tailoring bench, this nice fabrication bench, compact biofuel refinery. So these are really nice because that actually cleared up space for me to put in more shelving. But then you have some stuff that's from mods that does not have that. So if I wanted to put in like the ancient workstation, it's fucking huge, right? And in a normal base, it's not that much of a concern. Generally, it's pretty easy to just have more space. Here, though, yeah, I don't know. Not until I expand again. And maybe never. Yeah, so that was sort of the only thing. It was also a little tricky because obviously my colonists wanted like their special carving and their altar. And those require, a certain amount of space with columns in a room with no workbenches or beds or anything. And I was like, where the fuck am I going to put that? Thankfully, however, the cockpit does not count as a workbench. So I was able to put that in there at the cockpit. Thank goodness for that. We even have a little hospital here. We have one bathroom that's tucked in there, very compact. We're still using latrines. And of course, I'm on full nutrient paste now. We have the improved nutrient paste grinder. Doesn't actually matter. That only matters if your colonists don't like the taste of nutrient paste, but my colonists don't mind. And this whole section is completely free. So this is my completely frozen. This is my general storage and my refrigerator food storage. I just put it all in one to save space. And again, I was like, well, I want to have this walkway. But you really don't need to have it. I just like this fundamental thing I can't get over of just like filling this whole room with shelves and it'll somehow work. But anyways, so I am wasting space that I don't need to. So yeah, we have the improved nutrient paste grinder. We got this nice thing that keeps spitting out meals. I also have this that packages them into nice packaged nutrient paste packs. So that's handy. And we also have this that's a nutrient paste refinery. It turns nutrient paste into chem fuel. And considering how easy it is to just get massive amounts of like meat and stuff, this is the easiest way to get chem fuel by far. But I also keep using the latrine so I can turn the fecal sludge into chem fuel. So yeah, we're doing pretty well. Power-wise, we're running mostly off of these astrofuel generators, because astrofuel is not too difficult to come by, thanks to a lot of chem fuel. I also have one of these little chem fuel generators, little wood generator. But I could probably go all astrofuel. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Colonists, pretty much, you know, the same. We picked up Eleanor at some point where I was like, I'm comfortable bringing on another character. And it helped that she was really good with medical. And I didn't have anyone that was great with medical. So it was like, okay, we need a good doctor. She can also research. She also is really good at plants and can construct. It's like she had a lot of good things going for her. And she had fast learner. It's like, hell yeah. Then, of course, I think Anarchist and I want to say Key shacked up. Maybe it was Wanda? No, it was, yeah, Anarchist and Wanda shacked up, and they had a kid, Madam, who is now 18. So you can tell it's been a while. Madam did not turn out as well as I'd hoped. I had not set up. I hadn't set up a classroom till like she was almost grown up, and a classroom is pretty big for her growth. So she had kind of a stunted childhood, which is really unfortunate. So she's not great at much, but she's okay at a lot of things. And she's fast. But Grunt is sort of our golden child. This is, Madam and Anarchist got divorced, and then Anarchist married Eleanor. And then they had a kid named Grunt. And he had been much more diligent about his learning and his childhood. So he is doing very well. He's 11 now. He's got double passion in construction, passion in crafting, passion in medical, and he has fast learner and tough. So he's on the road to success, to say the least. Yeah, quite pleased with him. Right. So, the goal of the Odyssey playthrough, like the Odyssey ending, I believe, once I spend 5 minutes generating this planet, is to go into orbit to the mech hive base and to clear it out or whatever and reach like the final thing inside of it and then either destroy it or use it. Probably not going to be easy, and we probably want the biggest ship we can get with a lot of like turrets on it, like point defense stuff. Because when I went into orbit to clear out one base, events are fairly frequent up there, like asteroid meteor showers and stuff like that, you know? And those can just kind of ravage the exterior of your ship unless you have point defense turrets that can just blast them out of the sky quickly. So we're going to go up to another one, an abandoned orbital platform. We're going to try it again. I mean, I did complete that base. It was just kind of harrowing, to say the least. So we're going to go back up there. We're going to get another grav core. And then from there, the amount of grav cores are kind of slim. They just kind of stop spawning, I feel. Like, I don't think there is any other potential grav core except for that one in orbit. Yeah. Here's the mech hive, though. It says heavy weapon system requires signal jammer to approach. So you have to have a signal jammer research and built to even approach this thing. And then, of course, it's a fucking mech hive with combat extended. It's not going to be pleasant. I was hoping to sit here until this cotton grew, but we hit winter here, and it's just not going to happen, I don't think. Unfortunately. So, this video, I'd like to just go up to this orbital platform so you can see that. And we can get another grav core. And then I'll probably play until I'm ready to do the mech hive, and then we'll take that on. I don't love my chances for a mech hive. Just because I have so few colonists, it feels kind of pretty iffy. I'm tempted to get some automatroids, some Dead Man Switch shit. But I have to get a mech link in order to do that, and that's easier said than done. I find that the oxygen tank lasts quite a while, or at least it did the last time I went into space. Roaming monstrosities. I think we're not getting any growth. Alright. Then we're gonna just slap down this vac checkpoint. So now nobody will go past that unless they have full vac suit and helmet on. And we also have this, the vac barrier. So this will prevent, when this door is opening, all our oxygen from rushing out. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna save. Oh, wait. Nope. Before we go, I need to pick up my turrets. Because I want to go out here. Okay. Yeah, I have no turrets on the outside of the ship because I really just kind of trying to utilize every inch of space. I mean, there is this sub scaffold which cannot support buildings, slows movement significantly, but it does not count towards the grav ship's substructure limit, making it ideal for walkways, access paths, or expansion staging areas. So I could sit here and cut out every like open spot, put in sub scaffolding, and that would allow me to actually have a bigger ship. I also could add more thrusters, which would then, those actually do increase the amount of substructure you're allowed to have. Each one increases your max amount by 1%. So I could have a little bit more from that. Which probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Like even just adding, like cutting out like this area. Let's just try. Let's just try. So it can't support buildings. Just like cutting out that and putting in sub scaffolding. know how that space is already occupied, but sure. Okay. Looks like dog shit, but sure. So that gave us 14 more spaces that we could then plop some substructure around. So like here, 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 here. And then we could put turrets there. Now, I haven't researched the grab ship weaponry just yet, which would give us the point defense turrets. Expensive as hell. But yeah, probably pretty useful. Alternatively, we can just put in one of our own little turrets. The heavy auto turret, very resistant to damage. It's probably not a bad way to go. Shoots 14.5 by 114 millimeter bullets. Yes, this is exactly what we'd like to see. That's going to be a fuck ton of steel. And I have been holding off and neglecting picking up too much steel because I only have so much storage space. So like I said, really I've been enjoying it. And this is after I already spent however many years in game of playing that last colony, you know, with a normal static base and everything. So I've been playing quite a lot of Rimworld again and really been getting into it. And this was fresh enough that it was allowed me to keep going. What am I? A 14.5 by 114 millimeter. Ooh, armor piercing. How much of that do I have? 22. Let's go with AP. And out of steel. Alright, that'll have to do. Not a bad thing to just have on the ship in general, you know? Big ass turrets all around the ship. A lot of work. Oh, even little Grunt's getting into it. That's good for his skill. Oh yeah, Grunt. Nothing like your 11-year-old kid building a big turret for you. 300 watts. Ooh, that's a lot of power draw. Okay, we're gonna have to toggle these off until I need them. That is a lot of passive power draw. I think I'm gonna need to can't be certain, but I feel like I'm gonna need to put in oxygen pump into that room. Stop planting here. I think we're good to go then. Oh, Grunt's drawing a little floor drawing on the outside panel. But you're also affected by hypothermia, so let's go. And we go up to the abandoned orbital platform. No functional heat sources. I think that's incorrect. I got a bunch of heaters. What are you talking about? Ancient platform. People who once inhabited this orbital platform are long gone. Its original purpose has long been forgotten. Grav core signal is coming from somewhere within. All right, there it is. Ooh, where the fuck am I gonna land? Okay, so I am allowed to land. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I actually wanted to land there. That was kind of dumb. Okay. So... Fucking Grunt. Did it find another grav core for me? There's so many symbols. It's... Oh, there it is. Yes. Crashed mechanoid platform. Cool. Why is Grunt... What? Back checkpoint. What don't you get about that? What the fuck, bro? Does this not work? Okay. So, generally, my character of choice to explore is Wanda, because she's my main melee character. So I try to give her, like, the best armor. She has a shield belt, that sort of thing. Yeah. Kid. Your vac suit on. Takes a good long while to put it on. Okay, and you're wearing a marine helmet. That's not good enough. Surely I have a better... No, they're all poor. Okay. All right. Yeah. I guess that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna not allow this door and prevent that kid from wandering out. Okay. That hurt a little bit, but not too bad. But there's a couple turrets sitting there. Ancient security turrets. No, okay, that's good. There's another sentry drone down there, though. And those are real turrets. Okay, as soon as I cross that line, they're going to be firing at me. Great. What do we got? What do we got? We got normal vac suit helmet and a normal vac suit. Well, we like that. Explosive, fire foam popper, component box. Nothing too major here. Ancient nav beacons, ancient transport pod. Still in working condition. Nothing in it though. And a life support unit. A life support unit. Keeps rooms heated and pressurized. Now, technically, due to Minify, I can take this, but I don't think I'm supposed to. I think it's probably cheating. I don't think that thing's supposed to generate 3,200 watts. Yeah, that's pretty cheesy. No doubt about it. Damn it, Grunt! What the fuck do you not understand about the vac suit? This worked before, I swear to God. But he's just deliberately ignoring it. I don't understand. What is his problem? Does it not work on kids? How could it not work on kids? Yeah, so I have them, their apparel policy is they are not allowed to wear vac suits. Because they were deteriorating, and I wanted them to just be when I needed them, not just when we're sitting around with our thumbs up our asses. So, I gotta keep her going, otherwise she'll strip. And the hunter traps. Those are pretty mean. Ooh, okay, nice. Worked out pretty well. $45 grav light panels, 55 grav light panels, 60 grav light panels, 59. That's a lot of grav light. Okay, it gets a little dicier now. Yeesh. Yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, there's a turret in here, fire foam popper, bunch of shit. We don't need to be in here. We have a turret and a turret. There's the ancient grab engine that contains the fucking grab core we need. So we gotta best these two turrets. Pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, the second one's gonna be tricky. Yeah, to say the least. Without the shield belt, she's gonna get chewed up. I don't really need to explore anything else, though. Unfortunately, this is what we came here for. But there is some more vac suits. Wasp trap. Those are pretty annoying. I think she can handle it pretty easily if we want to keep exploring. Alright, let's fucking go for it. Nice. Alright, good, good. And up here we have another hunter trap and 2 ancient security terminals. Alright, do your worst. Be. I can't store the grav core. I got all this space. What are you talking about? This doesn't hold grav cores? Yes, it does. Yeah, this is gonna be a little annoying. Okay, and you are all... Marine armor is also sealed? How would I know the answer to that? Oh yeah, 55% for the helm, 30% for the armor. Huh. And what's your vacuum resistance? 0? I think the answer is 0, but you're just a little shit ass. Now, Anarchist has, I believe, the EMP. No, Madam? Madam has EMP grenades. Might work out. One of those is gonna just get a lucky headshot or something, man. Why are you not resting? Yeah. Okay. Maybe she can gun him down. I don't know. It's possible. Guess I should save. Doesn't seem like a winning strat. I mean, that's a tough shot. We'll get vac suit on Madam and then have her stun it and have Wanda kill him. Yeah, pretty much have to use search in this clusterfuck, you know? Good. I mean, we got where we came for. I could leave, but it's tempting since we're here and there's no meteor showers or anything to just keep going. that. Let me save. Anal about these things. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. It's done for 26 seconds. Good job's done here, madam. Hell yeah. Awesome. Wanda would use the EMP belt, but I think the shield belt is just a little bit better most of the time. If I want another poker table or something. Okay. Got another vac suit I don't really need. A malfunctioning transport pod that's still holding something. Multiple ancient crypto sleep caskets. Okay. Let's crack open this malfunctioning one first. It's a dead guy. Alright, then open this shit. Bunch of enemy ancient soldiers. Ooh, fucking decapitated. Fuck. And there she got. I thought she could handle the whole thing, but they all had big guns. Damn. Okay. Ah, well. That's why we save, isn't it? That's why we save, scum. Yeah, Rimworld. Yeah. Thank you. We don't like to save scum too often, to say the least. Free hydroponics basins. Tempting. I really wish I had the space. More caskets. Okay, maybe we can get 2 casket groups to fight each other. Possibly. Well, she fucking executed one pretty quickly. Now, I think they're all on the same side, so that's not gonna work. Got him. Well, that's good. The las gun, not really that good. Gold, Remington, advanced component is good. More gold. Nothing too amazing here. Another terminal to hack. Okay. Okay. That's good. wooden baby decorations. It's actually 16 degrees in here compared to 103 outside. A bunch of nothing. More hydroponics basins. One more wasp trap and that's it. Wow. Okay. Yeah. A lot of steel actually in this room if you want to disassemble it all. 2 more terminals. Advanced component box. Well. Alright, well, we just want to block off this room completely. Okay. Let's get you back home. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of free, easy steel. Good stuff. Good stuff. Maybe get Key in a vac suit so she can do all the hacking here. Suit. Wear that suit. Where's this other helmet? Oh. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, you know? At this stage, getting another grav core is not really that big of a deal. I guess it could have been worse, I suppose, but once you can get up into orbit and you can stay there because you have enough heat and you have enough food and you have enough energy and you have enough oxygen and you have vac suits and you can deal with some turrets and a couple mechs or something, it's fine. It's all fine. Yeah, I guess I probably should get all the vac suits I can, because when we go to the mech hive, I imagine I'm going to want the full team moving through. Yeah, so that's kind of it. I guess I could end here. I'm shocked that there aren't any events happening, because when I went to the last one, there was a lot. But I did change storytellers. I was on Parry Persistent for a while, and then I started looking at other ones just to try to mix it up. And I tried Raphael the Digital Angel. But it was way too easy, because basically anytime there was anything hostile on the map, it came up with this message that I could contact a legion of like Dead Man's Switch mechs, and they would just suddenly swoop in, like 30 of them, and just kill everything that was an enemy to me. And it happened every time that anything hostile appeared. So I don't know if it's just bugged or what, but yeah, it was way too easy. And then I looked at a couple other ones, but a lot of them are just like sound really dangerous. Master Chief, maybe I could have tried. Al Apone was it sounded very hostile. Expect bugs and mechanoid raids more frequently. I didn't really like the sound of that. I guess it probably would be doable though. So I think now I'm on I'm on Alfred Ancient. Forces you into a low population colony to help build up the characters. That was why I changed Alpha Parry Persistent, because literally like 3 times a day I would get transport pod crashes, I would get wanderers wanting to join, I would get quests for new colonists, and it's like, fuck off, I don't want any more people. So that was why I changed, and since switching to Alfred, I have not gotten like a single one of those. So yeah, that's good, if nothing else. It's a really shitty room just to get like a component box. And I could kill these other ancients, but for what? You know, for like a little bit more gold. I have 1,400 gold. I should probably use that gold to make some golden furniture or something. Golden statues. But yeah, I guess I'll end it here. Because, you know, it doesn't seem like much else is going to change. I'm just going to clear out the rest of the base, and then I might, you know, I could put in another grav core and then just try to expand. I haven't really done that much. Mostly I just redesigned the whole thing from scratch with like a new design. But that is kind of costly and time consuming compared to just like slapping on another extender and just building more. Like I could just kind of flush out these areas here. I might actually try to flesh out these sides, these ball sacks. Then I could fit more storage in here, and I could fit maybe more production stuff in here. That would be kind of nice. I might try to do that. And ideally, I guess get up to 10 thrusters, the max. That would be good too. But all right, other than just sitting here trying to think of stuff to say, I guess I'll leave it at that. So at least you got to see what it's like to go up into orbit and stuff. It's cool. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty similar to being on ground. Like, as far as like Anarchist is concerned, who's not wearing vac stuff, he's just sitting in the base doing his normal stuff. But yeah, it's cool. So I'll get everything situated. I'll play a while more. I'll get to the point where I am ready to confront the mech hive, in theory. I don't know what to expect. I don't know how horrible it's going to be or not. We'll see. I am playing with combat extended, so it may be disastrous. We'll see. I really would like to get some mechs of my own to fight other mechs. But yeah, and then we'll try to finish it. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Rimworld with Odyssey, and I'll see you fine folks in the next part.